caught our WL Championship Wrestling earlier this week. You heard from the 2023 Manager of the Year, Sylvia Strong.
Hey, guys, how they hangin' tonight? Listen, Wally, sorry I got a little too ballsy on your show the other night. Pittsburgh's my hometown and I guess I was feeling a little, piss and vinegar. Anyway, tonight is a super special night all around, because not only will we see the new Snarl GM, American Supreme Matt Clark, and hey, I apologize to all them people I talked shit about too. First, amigos, you'll see just one of our two new tag teams in action, against Dr. D. David Schultz and Dr. Death Steve Williams. And then, in tonight's main event, the Wild Samoans will join forces with Zeus and the Great Khali, as they square off with the Insiders and the Originals in an 8-man tag main event. And Miss Sylvie is here to tell ya, we're gonna piss our pants when you see who's new to the stronghold.
Everyone knows Sylvie is as bad as her word, so we all look forward to seeing what unfolds in the second hour tonight.
Meanwhile, business has just picked up at intermission, guys. And would you just have a look at American Supreme? He looks like he should be driving in NASCAR with that getup.
But hey, the one thing Matt Clark does look is happy. Look at him, just beaming.
Well, let's hear it from the new general manager.
All right. Hello again, Philly. It's always great when we visit Philadelphia. You guys. And yeah, I've been around. But I really miss the fans, and I wanted you all to know that. It's been for whole months since I lost the World Heavyweight Championship to the Great Khali at Sweet Revenge for. I don't know why the internet morons insist I lost to Warlord Santos. Maybe to spare my feelings. Thanks a lot, by the way, you folks, for the way you all stood up for me. I thought the not my champion signs were a nice touch. And yes, losing the belt sent me into this wild identity crisis. Because who was American Supreme without the title? Sadly, just another one of the boys, at least. That's how I had been feeling. But Colin offered me this post as general manager of Snarl. Now, I admit I was skeptical at first. But now that I've tried it on for just a few days, guys, this job is my Red Ryder Christmas be begun right here. And just look at all the neat stuff they gave me. Colin says I can wear this stuff on days when I don't feel like sporting a suit. And the jacket, man, this jacket, leather and satin, with the Snarl logo, and burn it down, right on the back, and warm. I can't even begin to describe the exquisite comfort this outer garment provides. And then, Colin says I can do whatever I want, with full powers of the chairman himself. Oh people, it's just the best. Again, I was skeptical, so I asked him, you mean anything I want? He said try it. And can you believe it? We've got Vince McMahon starting as a manager in Legends Division next week. No, I'm kidding. I didn't do that. That was Colin. So, now, I guess with the new year and all, everyone wants to know how this thing with me in charge is gonna go. For starters, there's really only one hard and fast rule, which says the Snarl Television and Snarl Tag Team titles have to be defended exclusively on this show. That doesn't mean title holders can't compete on Rage or anything, just that those titles are defended here and nowhere else. Beyond that, if someone wants a match on the fly, I'm the guy you gotta talk it over with. That's pretty cut and dried too. Now, Colin's expressed some concerns about potential disciplinary problems, so let me address that at once. There's already a plan in place to deal with possible issues, but I also don't intend to be a strict disciplinarian, except of course, in cases involving only the most heinous of offenders.
Well, fellas, lock up your daughters and lock up your pets. Here comes one of the most heinous offenders on the planet. Good old Too Short Papa himself.
I know you wear it around back then, Johnny, but this is like a flashback to almost any Snarl show from 10 years ago. So deep, so entrenched, is the hatred between Matt Clark and Too Short Popeye Scott.
Well, there he is, the former champ, the beast with no fangs. I just wanted to see you for myself. Clark, I hope I brought a big enough thermos for all those redneck tears.
Oh hey, hi Scott. Glad to see that true to form. You're here to try and ruin yet another milestone show? Well, no, not even you, Too Short, can harsh my buzz this glorious day.
Huh? Well, Randy Savage left you defeated and humiliated at your last match.
We wrestled to a draw. And who said that was my last match? That was a stupid idea you put into people's heads.
But, your career is over, you failed. No, it's not, and no, I didn't. You were supposed to be torn apart. When the leader of the wolf pack gets too old and misses his first kill, the pack turns on him.
We're not wolves, you imbecile.
But you agree that your career isn't over.
I never, ever said that it was.
Well, see, then it's not too late for me to help. I'm doing this for you, kid. I'm doing utterly for your fans. Fans that want to see American Supreme in action, competing for the World Heavyweight Championship again. Excuse me, I mean, you're right. You did wrestle Savage to a draw, and you survived 19 other opponents after drawing number 2 in the Memphis Million. Man, what are you saying? I'm saying our WL isn't ready for a world with no American Supreme. And you know it yourself, Clark. You want to be, in this ring, competing with the best wrestlers we've got. And that's who the fans want to see. Not some former champion turned corporate yes man in a coach's clown costume. You hear yourself. Oh, Colin says I can wear this. Oh, Colin says I can do whatever I want. I may not like who you were, but I respect him way more than what you've turned into, Clark. I want to help. What are you driving at, son? I'm saying, drop this GM thing and get back into your boots, kid. I'll even negotiate my own terms with Colin. I mean, yeah, it's a little extra responsibility and all, but it's worth it. So you can live your dreams, Maddie.
Right off the bat, I will beat you to a pulp if you ever in your life call me Maddie ever again. Second, so I can live my dream. Son, that was the single biggest pile of horse crap you've ever put out. And you've put out some steaming piles, and so the real truth of this comes out. You just want me back in the ring, so you can weasel your way into the GM spot here. Well, that don't surprise me a bunch, Scott. But don't act like you're doing me some kind of huge favor here, because this planet knows you're full of it.
You gotta make me use legal means to get you out of that job, because I can protest your appointment formally for the GM slot. Matt, you're a wrestler. You ain't got the head for strategic thought. I don't like that the brass has given Hercules rage either, but at least that muscle head has some kind of experience running a show day to day, but not you. I'm pretty sure I can get O'Toole to see it my way. See, I'm just more qualified to do this than you are.
Oh, Scott, you done it now. Now, you gone and done it. I must now prove you wrong and shame you in front of all of Philadelphia. I must now recite the litany, the what, the long list of your sins and many failings. You'll have to remain silent for several minutes while I run this down. Let's see. On March 30th, 2013, you had your manager hire a job guy who was paid to be pinned. Does the name Johnny Sunray ring any bells? September 19th, 2015, at your Florida Fleshpot Supercard, a card that you were completely in charge of. You had commentator Christy Ogilvy arrested for speaking out against you. And the card ended with you under investigation when a large amount of the gate money went missing. There are no less than 9 complaints from female RWL employees regarding your oily-as conduct around them. In 2014, you threatened Crystal Gabor's mother with a straight razor. At the 2015 Brooklyn Beach Brawl, another card entirely supervised by you, you ordered Hulk Hogan and the NWO shave my fiancée Crystal's head. You punched the guest of honor, Sheamus O'Toole, at the Snarl 20th anniversary show. And the list of men and women who have quit your stable is really long. Deep breath here first. Anna Young, Sexy Star, Mike Stanhope, Candy Kane, Ashley Renee, Allison Kinsey, Amanda Power, Warlord Santos, Scott Steiner, Randy Savage, X-Pac, Hulk Hogan, Brandy Knox, Jody Porritt, Sandra, Dempsey, the Maximo Brothers. Remember, they left after 2 weeks to open a wrestling school. Fancy Dan Logan, Faye Crawford, Rod Whitley, Joseph Von Schmidt, Sheep Ollie Ben Schemer, and your ex-wife, Katrina Ocean. These are the many reasons you will never manage anything but Southwest Division.
Well, I see the O'Toole family is still protecting their favorites even after all these years. Well, I'll fight it in court. I'll fight it and win. I'll beat you on this one if it take me all year.
Adrastroya hi hiya, cool story bro. You go right on ahead and do that, son. In the meantime, I like my new job, with its almost limitless power, and I intend to keep it. So, if you're planning on staying around my show, Scott, better resign yourself to some real rough times, because I just became your worst nightmare. I became your boss, with all the power you ever had as commissioner, and it's eating you up alive inside, just like a tapeworm, ain't it, Scott? Just eating away at your nerve endings. You came to see me suffering. Is that a tear in your eye? To short, well, if you'll excuse me, I've got a 2-hour national show that needs managing, in general, to wit, me, and to short. I suggest you watch your ass, because your ass, it's being watched. Later, stay out of trouble. Monkey fart.
Jumpin' catfish guys. Matt Clark just done told Too Short Popeye off to a T. That was beautiful. I hope it was recorded at home.
And the new Snarl GM walks out of here like a boss. Scott's boss, to be exact.